the truth nobody expected to hear out loud. Yo Gotti is hurting. And this time, there's no beat drop, no flashy Instagram caption, no confident CEO image to hide behind. Because when Angela Simmons finally confirmed she's moved on with a new man, something inside Gotti cracked. Quietly, privately, but deep enough that people close to him say it brought him to tears. For years, this wasn't just a casual fling. This wasn't a headline romance built for clout. This was a longtime crush that turned into a real relationship. One Yo Gotti chased publicly, boldly, and with his whole chest. He didn't whisper his feelings. He didn't hide them. He let the world know Angela Simmons was the woman he wanted, and eventually, the woman he finally got. So when news broke that Angela wasn't just single anymore, but genuinely happy with someone new, it hit differently. It wasn't gossip. It wasn't rumors from blogs. It was confirmed. And once that door closed for real, there was no pretending anymore. Angela Simmons has always carried herself with grace. Even when things ended between them, she didn't embarrass him. She didn't drag his name. She didn't tell her side loudly. She simply went quiet, focused on her son, her businesses, her peace. That silence spoke volumes. But now she's smiling again. Now she's stepping out with someone new. And that's when the weight finally came crashing down on Gotti. Because sometimes it's not the breakup that breaks you, it's realizing the other person truly moved on. To understand why this moment hurt so deeply, you have to understand where this all started.
Too many things are going this way, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Even down to my travel, I'm like, ooh, if it's like off, that flight ain't for me, or this ain't for me. Like,
you know, so then that was kind of like a hold up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? And
did that make you want to be a rapper more, or make you want to make money to get it back?
Nah.
No.
I'm not with him.
No.
Aw. Yeah. Not by choice, but I respect him.
Angela Simmons isn't just anybody. She grew up in hip-hop royalty, raised in front of cameras, judged before she could even defend herself. She carried her family name with pressure most people would crumble under. Love never came easy for her. Every relationship was watched, criticized, and dissected. Yo Gotti, on the other hand, came from Memphis grind culture. Hustle first, survival first, respect earned in a hard way. For years, he admired Angela from afar, and he didn't even try to hide it. Old tweets, old interviews, old moments where he straight up admitted he had a crush on her. Fans laughed, people joked, but he was serious. When they finally became official, it felt like a full circle moment, like the universe finally said, okay, you waited long enough. The internet loved them. They were called mature couple goals, not messy, not toxic on the surface, just grown, successful, and polished. But here's the twist. What looks perfect online doesn't always feel perfect behind closed doors. Insiders started whispering that Angela felt alone, even when she wasn't. Gotti's schedule never slowed down. Label drama, artists, tours, meetings, it was nonstop. And Angela wasn't looking for gifts or headlines. She wanted consistency, time, reassurance. She wanted to feel chosen when nobody was watching. And while Gotti was focused on building an empire, cracks started forming. Small ones at first, missed calls, short conversations, moments that felt heavy but never fully spoken about.
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, AP.
Then came the noise, the rumors, the situations involving people around Gotti that made Angela question things, not out of jealousy, but out of self-respect. She wasn't going to beg for attention or compete with chaos. That's not who she is. So she stepped back, quietly. What nobody realized was that Gotti assumed she'd always be there. That door felt unlocked in his mind. Even after the breakup, he carried himself like a man who thought, she'll come back eventually. But life doesn't work like that. Angela did what strong women do when they're done being disappointed. She healed, she refocused, she protected her peace. She poured into motherhood, fitness, business, and her own happiness. And somewhere along that journey, someone new entered her life. This wasn't a rebound. This wasn't a publicity stunt. Those close to Angela say she took her time. She was careful. She didn't rush to prove anything. She moved intentionally. So when she finally confirmed the relationship, subtly, calmly, confidently, it landed like a gut punch. And that's when people noticed Yo Gotti's energy shift. Gone was the loud confidence. Gone were the cryptic flexes. Friends say he became quieter, more reflective. There were moments he'd bring her name up and then stop himself mid-sentence. Moments where songs hit too close to home. Moments where he'd sit alone longer than usual. And yes, moments where he broke down. Because seeing your ex move on doesn't hurt the same when you think she's still emotionally attached. It hurts most when you realize she found peace without you. What nobody expected was how final this felt. Angela wasn't posting subliminal quotes. She wasn't shading him. She wasn't addressing the past. She was simply living. And sometimes, that's the loudest message of all. Gotti reportedly tried reaching out, not for drama, but for closure. Long calls, unanswered messages, attempts through mutual friends. Not to beg publicly, but to understand where he lost her. To get clarity he didn't ask for when it mattered. But Angela had already crossed that emotional finish line. And that realization, that's what hurts grown men the most. Not rejection, but regret. Regret for not slowing down sooner. Regret for assuming love could wait. Regret for thinking success could replace emotional presence. The irony is painful. Gotti spent years chasing Angela, and when he finally had her, life distracted him. Now that life has gone quiet in that area, the emptiness feels louder than any crowd. Seeing her with someone new wasn't just jealousy, it was confrontation. It forced him to face the truth that some opportunities don't come back twice. Friends say he never imagined she'd move on this completely. He thought there would always be a window, a chance, a maybe someday. But here's the thing about women like Angela Simmons. When they're done, they don't slam the door. They close it softly and lock it permanently. What makes this story even more emotional is how differently they handled the aftermath. Angela chose dignity, growth, silence. Gotti chose reflection, but too late. There's no villain here, just two people who wanted different things at different times. And maybe that's the hardest lesson of all. Because now, while Angela is glowing beside someone new, Gotti is left with memories, what-ifs, and a love he finally understands the value of after it's gone. This isn't about embarrassment. This isn't about losing status. This is about losing a woman who loved him quietly and walked away gracefully. And when the cameras turn off, when the music fades, when the flexing means nothing, that's when the tears come. People close to him say this experience humbled him, that he's more emotionally open now than ever before, that Angela's absence taught him something success never could. But understanding comes at a cost. And sometimes, the price of growth is watching the person you love build a life that no longer includes you. Angela Simmons didn't owe the world an explanation. She didn't owe Gotti a second chance. She owed herself peace, and she chose it. So as the internet debates, jokes, and speculates, there's a deeper reality underneath it all. This is what happens when love meets timing, and timing loses. One heart moved on, the other stayed behind. And in the quiet aftermath of it all, Yo Gotti isn't crying because Angela found someone new. He's crying because he finally realized she was the one.